everyone. Welcome to the next session of Fractures of Reality. We're just enjoying some downtime, and I'm just going to hop right into it. You guys are resting, and you know that tomorrow the fair is coming to town. They're gonna be setting up just a little walk outside the city, but that is an option if that is something you guys would like to do. And the fair has said that there is a circus, but so yes, there is a circus there, but it's not the only thing that's at the fair. Regardless, the morning comes, and you're all free to do whatever you wish.
Okay. Cicada is totally drained this morning because of Raichi.
Are you alright, Cicada?
I'll be okay. I just need something to eat.
I see.
Yep. And hopefully she has not contracted vampirism. I'm not sure that's how that works.
Floria's making food.
Could you make something sweet?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hey, Dad, how do I make something sweet?
He hands you some pancake mix and shows you how to make pancakes.
Okay. Clara makes pancakes.
Okay, Jezebel.
Wait.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte.
You're muted, Charlotte.
Hello.
Hello.
Raichi looks to you and says, "Aren't you even gonna defend my honor or anything?"
I don't remember. Oh, wait. What are you talking about, Skid? I thought we just pulled some blood.
Okay.
I don't remember anything else like
No,
that.
that's not what Raichi's referring to. Raichi's referring to the fact that Jezebel's glaring at her.
Sorry. Out of it.
It's in the chat. Jezebel can't speak today.
Okay.
Even still, Raichi was just being playful.
I know.
I was just trying to do a fun bit.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Yes, it's fine.
He is tired today.
Yes, everyone's
And
a
he
little
was saying
tired
something?
today.
What were you saying, Andy, before you got interrupted?
Can't remember. I can't remember now, honestly.
Something about Clara probably related to food?
I think. Oh yeah, he said. Good. At least Clara's getting some guided, some experienced help instead of going in without a clue.
Is there a problem with going in without a clue?
Plenty. His cooking is a science, as well as an art.
Well, I haven't encountered anything inedible yet.
These
Maybe-
pancakes are good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You,
I
you
was
can
also
certainly
talking to Jezebel. The
you can cer-
pancakes are filling enough.
you could certainly end up making something edible if you aren't, if you don't know what you're doing.
True.
But I suppose that's why your father's here.
So did you like cooking all of your other places you went to, Dad?
Well, yes. Your mother isn't exactly a cook. She will eat literally anything.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
So I've had my fill and am well rested again and no longer exhausted. I'm gonna go out to town.
Alright. What are you trying to do in the town?
Uh, firstly, I want to do a bit of shopping.
Well, you know that all the shops are closed.
Oh, right, carnival. Blah. Well, I still have that key to Mercy's Emporium.
You do?
And I have plenty of cash. So I would like to go to Mercy's Emporium if
Alright.
they are open.
You find a door that's not connected to anything important. It's, like a shed, and you open the door to Mercy's. He greets you openly and warmly. But I'm too tired to do it, so he's,
Okay.
he greets you warmly and asks what you want.
Alright. So, I need some divination components for a specific entity. For a
Alright.
specific goddess. For Vierna.
So this is for a spell?
Yeah, this is for divination. And it
I see.
costs 25 gold pieces.
And the
To which the
materials
spell
are
consumes.
used.
Yeah.
Yes? Alright, how much do you want?
Uh, four of them.
Alright. Yeah. Mercy leaves for a moment and comes back with the components you asked for.
Thank you. I guess I can do a little bit of window shopping as well. If they have anything.
Unfortunately, I haven't had time to update Mercy's store just yet, sorry.
Okay.
But if you need a magic item, he can always, manufacture it.
I'll get back to that. But that's all I really needed for today.
Alright. As for you, Jezebel, I'd rather do that when you're able to speak and stuff, so is it okay if we save that for next week? Cheers.
Oh,
What's up?
I wanted to go with Jezebel for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save it for next week because A, I'm very tired, and B, Jezebel can't talk at the moment, so it would leave a. It'll just be easier to do it next week.
Okay.
Regardless, does anyone else have anything they would like to do?
Hmm.
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
I got one thing. It's just
Yep.
whatever.
What are you doing, Niku?
I want to go back to the Elf City, but it's whenever.
Well, it would take a couple of days to go back to the Elf City, but if that's what you guys want to do, sure, you could take it you take Mittens to the Elf City, if that's what you guys want to do.
I'll probably just go
Jezebel
by
wants to take
myself.
me out on a date.
Shirley would just go by herself.
You sure?
Yeah, there's no reason for everyone to go to the Elf City for this. So
Hmm.
Sure
Can
you,
your
are
dragon
you?
fly?
no, you can't fly, but I can. So I'll leave Shiva here.
Okay.
Are you,
I mean,
you sure you're
you
gonna
can
be all
take
right?
Starchild if you need her. Need him.
I'll be,
Are you
I'll
sure
be
you're gonna
back.
be all right by yourself?
What if worse can happen with me? I relaxed enough, Jezebel. I've done only testings for the past few days. I have a goal, and I tend to accomplish it.
If you don't mind just asking, what would you be needing in the Elf City anyway?
That is personal information.
Okay.
Could you perhaps wait a day until after the carnival? Maybe?
All right, I'll leave
Have a little
tomorrow.
bit of fun, maybe?
I mean, none of us are trying to. None of us are gonna force you.
This is entirely up to you.
All right, well, let's just stay till and leave tomorrow morning.
Okay. So, going on a date with Jezebel to the carnival and going nowhere near near the circus tent because trauma. To relax better. Yeah. We all shall do so. All of us need to relax, dang it.
Does Korax know how to relax?
Now she does. Technically. Marco.
Pull out.
Hello.
Okay. Carnival.
Alright, so you're heading to the
Adventurers.
carnival? So you're all heading to the carnival then?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the place in question is, like I said, just a short walk out of the city, just past the apple fields. They've set out this large area that's filled with temporary tents, and there's quite a few people around. As for you guys, as you arrive, you're immediately approached by a man with some impossible hair as he smiles at you brightly. Welcome! Welcome to the carnival! How can I help you have the most fun today?
What options of fun do you have?
Oh, we have plenty of events. We've got an exotic animal show. We've got some competitions. You know, you can win a prize. Win a prize. We've got some animal races. We've also got like a scavenger hunt, and you know, a few little odds and ends that I'm sure could interest one or two of you.
Is that a circus tent over there?
That is indeed a circus tent. We've got the traveling troupe, the Eventuals. Eventuals, sorry.
What can you tell us about them?
Well, they're a group of Tabaxi who apparently eventually plan to. He pauses for a moment and then goes, well, you'll have to watch the show to find out.
Tabaxi, huh?
At least it's not like the Tiefling circus.
I mean, they have more than just Tabaxi, like there's an elf among them, you know. I think I even saw a goblin working for them too.
I see. Well, see, we had a bad run-in with a circus once, so we're being rather cautious.
Ah, that's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Well, we've got the wooden pole competition. We've got some gambling competitions, you know, like card games, dice games. We've got jousting. We have goldfish scooping. You could win a pet goldfish.
Does it come with a tank?
No,
Uh,
it comes in a bag,
Okay.
but I'm sure you can find some place to put it.
I want a goldfish.
There's, as mentioned, the animal races. There's also an eating contest, naturally. And there's apple bobbing. There's a ton of things. You know what? And he just reaches into his pocket and pulls out a little flyer and hands it to you.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I forgot to do something really quick. He actually pauses as he's about to give it to you and says, well, I mean, I could give it to you, but I mean, it will cost you a little bit. I mean, or you can just accept my guided tour. I'll show you where everything is.
We have enough money to buy a pamphlet, thanks.
Alright, well, the pamphlet is 5 gold.
Okay.
Kind of expensive for a pamphlet, but oh well.
So you pay him?
But that pamphlet,
Yeah.
that pamphlet better or have fucking gold leaf on it for that kind of price.
So he takes
But
the
yeah,
money.
I pay for one pamphlet, yeah.
Alright, so that'll be 5 gold. So he
Yeah.
takes the money and he hands you the pamphlet and then he says, pleasure doing business with you. And then he turns and bolts.
But
Okay, so what's the pamphlet look like real fast?
By his own hand. Okay.
I think we just got scammed.
Hmm.
And and, and I'm gonna.
If I
Okay, so I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast a minor illusion into his ear as he runs away. It's gonna be the sound of a guard shouting, "Halt!"
he runs faster.
And
Anyway, I want to say this. I would have made it look prettier, but again, 4 hours of sleep, and haven't had much time this week.
okay,
Okay.
understandable.
But yeah, I was going to do this guided tour, but I mean, now you guys have the list, and I mean, who knows? You might run into someone you know.
Oh well. Okay, so we got gambling. We got
Yep.
carriage rides. We got wooden pole competition.
I have no money.
You have no money?
I have no money.
Something about explosives I hear?
No, I just don't have money.
Do you want money? I have plenty of money.
I need like at least 1 gold. I have no gold.
Okay, I'm gonna give you like 10 gold.
Okay. Charlotte is going to look at Raichi and say, I have been handed money, but I'm going to gamble it all away immediately. I'll be back.
No.
Raichi just grins at you and then says, "That's my girl." And then she
Oh
says,
my
"Now
God.
have fun at the carnival. I can't come out, Sunlight, but you have fun for me, okay?"
Okay.
I'll come out later in the day. We can watch fireworks if they do fireworks. You know what
Sounds
fireworks
nice.
are, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Jezebel wants
She
to do
says
gam-
that last part sarcastically, knowing that you're the one that invented fireworks.
Right.
Jezebel also wants to do gambling.
Hey, Korax has got her eye on the jousting.
Hmm.
Well, what would you guys like to do first?
What is this tentative long rest thing?
You'd have to go and look. Again,
Say,
this is the list he gave you. This is all the information you get for the 5 gold you paid. And his crude map isn't even really that good. Like, I mean, you can see better than his crude map. Like, his crude map is literally just lines, and is literally just he's made the lines of the road. He hasn't even marked where anything is.
Eh. And Ryu is against gambling.
I am all for gambling, so where am I? Where is
Okay.
Charlotte going for gambling? All the money that she borrowed.
So, do you all head together as a group, or do you split up?
Hmm. Well, I'm going with Jezebel.
Just
And
so you come
I
with
guess
us, right?
Like, hey,
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? My hearing turned off. Are you guys
No, it
splitting
really
up,
did.
or are you guys splitting up, or are you staying together?
I don't know.
Who's not playing cards?
I am not playing cards.
Okay, then we're splitting up. Done.
All right. In that case, who's going with Korax to the jousting, and who's going to play gambling?
I guess I can gamble a bit. I have the
Awesome.
money.
Good. I need someone to dip in funds when I lose all the gambling.
If you win, you can pay me back that 10 gold.
Oh, don't worry. If I lose all my 10 gold, I'll just ask for 10 more gold. That's how it works.
All right, Clara, are you going with?
Mhm.
Are you going gambling or are you going jousting?
Um, she's going to look around. She's curious what this long rest thing is.
Okay, so you're going off on your own. Ryu, are you jousting or are you gambling?
He was gonna go with Korax to the jousting thing because he's gonna be he'd be totally lost on his own around here.
Okay, so now that I've got who is with who, let's go to the gambling first. So the gambling is it takes you a bit to find it, but Jezebel, you're used to knowing where to look for this sort of thing. So you actually glance down and you see like there's barely even a road that's been it's been hidden in a way that you're not going to notice it unless you're looking for it. And you will walk down this path and you see a familiar figure sitting behind the counter. It's the greasy merchant again.
Oh,
Well, hey, you made it. I see you're a bit of a I see you're all gamblers, huh?
well, those two are for sure.
Charlotte Sam's on 1 gold. This is for my entry fee.
Awesome, awesome. So, this is a little bit of a game here, as mentioned. So what happens is you put down money, and it's 5 gold, by the way, not 1. And depending on what you roll, that will decide how much money you win. He holds up a d20. This
Oh
is a
my
special
God.
dice I had manufactured.
On the paper, it says price is 500.
Yes, the prize that is possible is 500, but it's gambling. You're not always going to win. If you win, then sure, you might win 500.
For multiple attempts and handing you multiple entry fees, well, I get 500 gold.
Maybe, you never know.
So, is there one attempt possible for me to get 500 gold?
It's always possible. So, I'm going to explain how this game works out of character. So, you're going to roll 1d20. And if your roll is higher than 15, you then roll 1d500. And if your roll is a 20, you roll 1d500 as well. Now, if it's 15, 16, 17, or 18, you want to divide the 1d500 by 5, I believe. 5? Let me. Was it 5? Hold on a second.
Math.
Yeah, it was 5. So the first thing you do is you roll 1d20. If it's greater than 15, if it's 15 or greater, 1d500. If it's 20, 1d500. Okay? Is that clear enough?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, I figured writing it down would help.
Okay. Jisla, why don't you go first? I'll have to pay that for your entryway. I'll want to see something.
Take your time. Take your time. Alright, I'll let Jezebel. Yep, roll your head. Roll your head. Roll your dice. And while you're rolling that, Ryu and Korax, you head over to the large open area that's been set aside for jousting. There's a small booklet where you can sign up, and there's times where you can fight the opponents. Like, basically there's like 1 p.m. and people can sign up for that time and then pay the gold, and then they just have to show up at that time. If that makes sense. So, what time would
Oh my god!
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Korax, what time would you like to sign up for? You can sign up for like in an hour, in 30 minutes, later in the day.
Go for in an hour.
Sure. Alright. There's 3 other people that have signed up for that time slot, and remember to subtract the 1 gold.
Will do.
As for you, Ryu, do you sign up as well?
Yes.
Okay. Remember to subtract the 1 gold. As for you, Jezebel, as it lands on the D20, you see his expression and his smile sort of become a bit more forced as he goes, well, beginner's luck really pays off. Roll that D500.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Can I interject real quick?
Yes?
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay. Roll the D500, Jezebel. Let us see what has been decided. So, that's a D100. It's 500.
It's like R1D 500.
Flash R1D500. It's just that. With without the little dash. I had to put that there, otherwise I would have just rolled it.
Yeah.
Just remove the. There you go.
There we go. 322.
It's on the
Wow.
higher end.
Congratulations, you have won 322 gold. He reaches under the desk and pulls out 3 bags of gold that are all labeled 100. And then he pulls out a smaller bag and counts out 20 gold and puts it in it and places it on the table.
Jezebel, you're really good at this game.
22. So, who wants to play next?
Charlotte, you wanted to play next, right?
Yeah, you give it a try. Another walks open.
Alright.
Picks up the die.
Roll it. And do remember to keep track of money.
The D20.
Can I? This is really just curiosity.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
This is more for curiosity's sake. Can I send a sliver of my soul into it, the die? Because I can do that with objects, right?
Doesn't that take 10 minutes?
Okay.
It's an
Alright.
idea, but yeah, it's not something you can do without concentrating for a bit. Sorry.
That's okay.
Roll your d20 when you're ready.
16.
Alright. So, you rolled high enough that you can roll to see how much you won. You forgot to divide it by 5.
So I'm guessing it's just roll. How do you divide by? How do you use division? Eh.
It's literally just a slash.
Oh, it's /R. Okay.
So yeah. You won 65 gold and 6 silver. He
Charlotte
takes out the
hands.
money and places it down for you.
Thank you. Charlotte hands the 10 gold to Cicada.
Thank you for paying me back.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
now that you've all warmed up, how about we play something a little more high stakes?
High stakes.
Correct. If you put in, this is a bit of a different game. Essentially, you decide how much you wish to bet, and then we roll just as we have been. And if you succeed, I will double what money you put forward. So basically, instead of the fee being 5 gold, you can decide how much the fee is, and instead of rolling the 500, you will just double whatever you bet.
Okay.
Well, do any of you want to take the offer?
Sure. Charlotte puts down 50 gold.
Great. Now, Neku, roll me. What's your passive perception?
16.
All right. You see him change out the dice.
Oh no.
The dice looks identical, but he definitely did something. He definitely did something with the dice.
Oh no.
Well, roll away when you're ready. So now it will be with disadvantage.
Oh no, it's charlatan's dice. Ah!
What do you do, Charlotte?
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Wait.
He
I want
looks.
to try something.
Just a second. He looks to the 6-year-old and says, running like that. And what did you want to do, Cicada?
I wanted to see if I could use my telekinetic powers, which is basically Mage Hand, but without the use of any components.
Is it verbal or somatic?
No, no components, none.
Hmm.
It's just mind powers.
So what are you going to do exactly?
I wanted to see if I could tip the dice over to a higher number.
Alright. You tip the dice over to a higher number and he watches this happen and says, well, unfortunately, I've already seen what the number was and it was 6, so yeah.
Not a problem. You won fair and square. And Charlotte would walk off with a shrug.
He takes the gold and then looks to the rest of you and says, alright, does anyone else wish to, partake?
Mm,
Like, what besides, Cicada, what's your passive perception?
my passive perception?
Mm.
Or Jezebel's passive perception?
Both of you.
It's just 12.
So yeah,
10.
you didn't know he was cheating.
Okay.
So only Charlotte knew.
Yeah, and anything I do would just been pointless, so I just kind of just gave up.
I mean, you still made off with a net gain in gold.
No, I didn't. I'm just back down to 0. I made nothing out of this.
You had
I thought
60...
you got like you got 5 gold left.
I bet with the 5 gold that Cicada gave me, so I was down to 60. And then I gave Cicada back 10 gold.
Mm.
So, it is what it is. I
Ugh.
didn't do it.
Jezebel is talking to you outside, I guess.
No, you'd still have 5 gold. You'd still
Nah.
have 5 gold and 6 silver.
Okay.
So yeah, you did make off with a net gain.
Yeah.
Alright. So, he looks to Cicada and Jezebel and says, well, would you guys like to try and win back the pot?
Uh,
Again, remember, you don't know he's cheating.
hmm.
And you did get that natural 20. Why would you ask Charlotte?
Yeah.
Like,
You have no hint in that.
Yeah, there's no hint.
Plan.
like you find... How would you,
Yeah, there's no way you would have known that.
Mm.
I'm
Charlotte
sorry,
just doesn't
yeah.
care about it.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, but why would you ask if you thought everything was normal?
if you were going to ask, wouldn't you have asked when Charlotte took their first turn?
Oh well.
I'll allow it. What are you asking Charlotte telepathically?
So, did you notice something when you rolled?
Alright, Charlotte, well, what's your response? Again, please remember, guys, I'm not angry or irritated with you. I'm just a little tired. So I probably sound more grouchy than I am.
Right. Okay. Hey, Jezebel's gonna give it another go.
Sure. Excellent, excellent. Well, how much do you want to bet?
Okay. And guess, yeah, telepathically. Okay. 50
Very,
gold.
very nice, very nice. Well, you may roll the dice.
Can I
And
see if I can? Okay.
I'm gonna hop off. Charlotte's gonna go to the Elf City after that. You guys take care.
oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, roll with disadvantage, ninja.
Is it possible for me to cheat?
Would you have reason to cheat? Would Cicada
Hmm.
cheat?
Probably not. So no. Yeah.
Ah, rotten luck there. Looks like that's a lose. He takes the 50 gold. Will you be playing again, or will you be heading off for this fine day?
May I use insight?
You may.
Okay. 23. I want to know if he's cheating.
Insight wouldn't really tell you if he's cheating. You're more trying to discern his intentions.
I want to discern his intention.
As for his intention is to get his money back.
Ah. I'm gonna telepathically talk to Jezebel. Do you mind if I try something risky? Okay, this time I'm going to try it.
Alright, how much are you putting down?
100 gold.
Oh, someone's feeling daring, I see. Alright, let's roll the dice.
Okay, and this time I am going to cheat.
Alright, how are you going to cheat?
Using telekinesis.
Alright, and could you just click on telekinesis for me just so I can read it?
Okay, so it's basically mage hand.
Yes, but I want to read it.
Okay, telekinetic.
You learn the main hand can't. You cast with it, and you can make the spectral hand invisible. Okay. Roll. What would you like the dice to land on?
15.
Alright. He looks to the 15 and then he says, well, congratulations. And then he places back down the 50 gold. So,
Wait,
wait. Sorry, I forgot you played 100 gold. I'm
yeah,
tired.
it's 100.
He places down another 100 gold.
So it's 200 gold. Okay,
Yes.
that's all I wanted to do.
Congratulations on your win.
Alright. Thanks for the game. That's all I really wanted to do today. So,
Yeah, I figured that would be the case. Well, have a good day.
okay, bye.
And as for you, he looks to Jezebel. I'm nearly done with this bit, and then we'll move to others.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you have a wonderful day.
Alright.
And he lets you go. You walk
Okay,
away.
I'm gonna give
You walk
gonna
away.
give-
Sorry.
walking away.
He lets you walk away, and you all walk away a little richer than you left.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure Jezebel is aware that I have telekinetic powers.
Alright, is that it for you guys? I'll move on to the next person then. Alright, Clara,
Yeah,
you head
that's
over
it.
to the tent of long rests.
Mm-hmm.
The tent has a sign out the front that says, Take the equivalent of a good night's rest in 20 minutes inside this tent.
Clara faces him over. She's like, "That sounds interesting, but I'm already well rested," and she moves on.
Alright. Then we
And
got...
she
Where do
didn't
you
bring
go
the thing
next?
with her, so she's totally lost.
Okay. So. Cicada?
Yep.
When you when you give the money to Charlotte, I just say you want her money back.
Yeah, okay.
Like that's just an easy way to word it.
Yeah.
Alright, with that said, jousting time! So, you were both given a choice of... You're not really given a choice of horse. There's literally only like 2 horses, and they just shove the reins into your hands and then give you the wooden stick to use, and yeah, you head over to the thing. The little wooden line that people joust across. And I need you both to make animal handling checks and dexterity checks. Because first
One
up...
moment.
Yes?
One moment. And subtle cast. Est. Est. Enhance ability wisdom.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Either way, first up is correct. You're versing this burly man with a bright pink shirt and a thick curly mustache. Roll animal handling and roll your dex check.
Okay, 15 and 22.
So the horse seems a bit irritated at first, but you manage to get it under control and you charge forward, and this guy also has to roll. And his horse straight up bucks him off, and you're able to score the easy victory.
Oof.
Next up is Ryu versus this tall woman with this permanent expression of being pissed off.
Yep. By the way, I'd go over to help the guy up afterward.
He thanks you.
Okay, so what was the dexterity and animal handling, you said?
Yes.
Oh, just dexterity, not a saving throw. Okay.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Not only does your horse kick you off, Ryu, but they buck you in the face. And I can't remember the exact damage, but let me just quickly grab up the horse character block sheet.
Horse trample.
Well, it's not a trample, it's just hooves. So let's
Ow.
see.
Yeah,
So let's.
getting kicked by a horse, I think, is the word you're all looking for.
So, does the 13 hit you?
No. I have armor class 18.
Alright, so the horse does kick at you, but your armor takes the impact, so you're fortunately not hurt, but you are out of the competition. Next up, Thorax, you get to verse the thin and the thin woman with the pissed off expression.
Oh, it's a bracket. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete the prize as money from my inventory. 1 second.
Yeah, it's a bracket. You gotta beat everyone else.
I should have asked about that. That is my bad. Okay. I still have enhanceability on, so Hubert and Hubert. 17 and 19.
Now it's her turn. Oop. So she keeps her horse under control, but she's having trouble balancing the stick, and you manage to knock her off. She falls to the ground and stands back up and nods to you and says, "Good show." Now you're up
And-
against the last person. This is a rather chubby looking gnome that's way too small for the horse, but is somehow capable of sitting on both the horse and wielding the giant stick. Roll your rolls.
Korax immediately assumes he must be some kind of expert. Ooh, nat 20. And 7.
By this point, you and the horse are completely in tune. Okay. So, he has a little more trouble with his horse. And even though he's equally in line with you with a stick, and it looks like it's about to be a tie, his horse suddenly shakes and his stick goes wide, and you manage to hit him and knock him off. You take the win and the 50 gold.
All right.
And that concludes the jousting.
As with the other competitors, I help the gnome back up.
He thanks you and says, "You're pretty good."
Haven't ridden. Hey, been relieved. I actually haven't ridden a horse in a while.
Clearly, foxes and horses don't get along.
So, does everyone meet back up, or what do you guys do?
Ryu is just going to straight up as they're heading back, Ryu and just going to straight up tell Korax, X, you are not saying a word of you're not saying a word of what happened to me during that contest to either Jezebel or Charlotte.
And you have my word, and I will not say it to either of them.
And Chlora, because you know damn well she can't keep her mouth shut.
Oh, definitely not Chlora. No.
So, Laura is lost apparently. You wander
Yeah.
around and then you eventually find Cicada and Jezebel.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. Hey, guys.
And we'll get to that in a
Actually-
moment.
Okay.
Clorox, for you, what are you guys gonna do?
And okay, so Korax is beginning to get the sense that this whole festival is just one big tourist grift. To be honest,
From what?
well, from its host for one thing.
What do you mean? The guy who you paid the money to, an ordinary farmer guy. Like he had black hair, he had a
The
bit of a beard. He
The
took the
greasy
money and
merchant. I'm talking about the greasy merchant.
the greasy merchant gave you the map and he was running the card game, but that you guys weren't
Oh.
there for the card game.
Okay, then I, the player, may have misinterpreted things. Yeah, Korax is just gonna look around like nothing else is really catching her eye.
So
Anyway,
do you head
I
back
guess
to
we-
the do you head back to the group or do you continue wandering around, both you and Ryu? Okay.
I
In that
imagine we
case,
meet
we will.
back up.
In that case, I will get back to Jezebel, Cicada, and Clara, who was just found them.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I got a bit lost.
Oh,
The tent wasn't very interesting.
okay.
Like, I'm already rested. Why would I need to go rest more? Anyway, how did you guys do?
You just gambled some coin. And Charlotte said she wanted to head back.
Okay.
Also telepathically to Chlora. I also cheated to get some of the money back. Don't tell anyone.
You cheated? She says out loud.
No, stop. I mean, also telepathically again. He was cheating, so it was only fair that I cheated back.
And she returns telepathically. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't want anyone else to know about it.
Okay.
I want to get a goldfish.
Alright. So you wander around a little bit and you eventually find the little goldfish pond that has been set up, and they've got some glass jars for people to take home their goldfishes in if they win one. And basically, the task is to scoop the goldfish up and then place it in the jar without the thin net breaking. The standard Japanese game.
Okay.
And it's 1 gold to enter.
Okay. I
Basically,
pay
it's
the
1 gold per attempt.
Okay.
And it's just a simple, it's just a simple dexterity check.
Okay. 1 dexterity check.
Straight dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish snaps the net and swims right through it.
I'm gonna try again.
Alright, subtract 1 gold.
Yep.
The fish
Second
wriggles out of the net.
Ah, really?
Clara will try for the sake of Cicada.
Sure.
18.
You manage to catch a goldfish in the jar.
Hey!
Here you go, Cicada.
Thanks, Clara. I should probably give you a gold.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh,
Alright?
thanks.
You now have a goldfish. You may color and draw it in whatever style you want.
One goldfish added to treasury.
So, what do you guys want to do now? Do you meet up with Ryu and Korax, or?
Yeah, I imagine we eventually meet up with Ryu and Korax.
Alright. So, you all head back and regroup. What do you do now?
Hey, fellas. How was jousting?
Korax won.
Oh, neat.
Congratulations.
And and how's gambling?
I heard it was cheating.
Ah,
This does not surprise me.
but we did get money out of it, so don't tell him. Don't tell anybody, please.
You well, oh glad to know you, and glad to know you.
I also got a
Go,
goldfish. Well, Clara got the goldfish, but she gave it to me.
Do let Ryu finish though.
glad to glad to see. You, glad glad to glad to see it. Glad to hear that a cheater got taken down a peg.
Yeah. I also got a goldfish. Well, Clara got the goldfish, but she gave it to me. I'm gonna call him Miles.
Clara, thanks for does she look supplies? Oh, so
Try some more, but I was satisfied when Dersika took a chance and cheated the cheater.
Well, what do you guys want to do now? And you can leave the carnival at any time. You don't have to do every single thing on the list. Again, this was just an optional activity you could do. There's also the circus, but you don't have to go to that either.
Clara is going to go over to the table of board guards.
Yep.
Hello, how are you?
They give a sigh and look to you and say, "Hi, would you like to join the guards? The pay is good and you get paid to just sit around and do things. It's really good money. We train you in everything."
Mm, no thanks. But I could see if I could if I could play some music to draw some attention.
We can't pay
4
you
gold or
if
2.
that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay.
A test of strength, says Jezebel.
Are you done with the guards after that, Cora?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So you're
started to have
going
her
to
play, but she's going with party members.
so you're going to go to the test of strength, Jezebel? You find the booth being stationed by a woman who has a kid on a leash and says, "Welcome, welcome. Feel free to take the test of strength. It's 1 gold to enter, and the test of strength is to Stop this little one from running away.
Eh.
The little
Thought
one
it
in
was
question is currently being held in the location by a large metal pole that's been stuck deep into the ground.
eh.
They're not being like injured or anything. They're just being kept in the area.
I think the flyer did say a rock.
Well,
And
we do have the rock, and she motions over towards what this large rock and says, "But I tend to start people off with the child first to see if they'd actually be able to handle the rock."
pretty sure Jezebel's the only one of us with an actual positive strength score.
Yeah.
If you want to try for the rock, you can. But if you want to try and just corral this child here, you know, both options are good.
There.
And I'll take the rock, thank you.
She gives a sign and says, "No one ever picks the child." And she takes your money and motions to the rock. Well, if you could lift it over that line, then you're all set and no pushing.
I'll try the child.
So you pay the 1 gold?
Yep.
Alright, she carefully lifts off the leash off the metal pole and hands it to you, and you need to make a strength check. And as for the others who are lifting the rock, also make strength checks. Oh yeah, you start to get dragged along by the child.
Not sure where that +2 is coming from. Oh, is
That's
that because
Jack
of...
of all trades. Jack of all trades.
Okay.
Gorax, you failed to lift the rock.
All right then.
Isabel?
This child is strong.
Yep, and now that child is going to demand that you pay for snacks. They're asking for cotton candy. They want the cotton candy. You better give them the cotton candy, or the mom's not gonna give them their money back. You gotta give them the money. You gotta give them the candy. You gotta give. Oh look, there's some birds over there. Drag.
No.
Are you going to roll, Jezebel? There we go. You also failed to lift the rock.
Is it? I imagine it's a big rock.
So those muscles were show muscles all along, huh, Jezebel?
I should probably go find Clara before she gets lost again.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
The kid
Eh,
suddenly stops in the middle of one of the streets and looks to Clara and says, "I'm lost. Can you take me back to Mum?"
Clara looks around.
I go find Clara.
I'm lost too.
I'm not lost.
Do you want to
Yeah,
be lost together?
Sure. And
Oh
as
no.
for you, Cicada, you're gonna have to roll perception.
Oh boy.
So, Jezebel, Corax, do you guys try again? Jezebel, Corax, do you try again?
Brax was kind of just humoring Jezebel, so
Jezebel's doing it again. Okay.
Alright. So, as Cicada finds the child and Clara in the middle of the streets, clearly lost, and brings them back, she gets back just in time to see Jezebel lift the rock all the way over her head and then place it down past the line.
that's
Whoa.
more like it.
So strong.
The
Clara
woman
applauds.
gives a nod and pays you the 50 gold.
I brought your child back.
Oh, great. She lifts up the leash and once more sticks it on the metal pole and says, "Yeah, you failed."
Hmm.
Figured as much.
It just needed one. I'm glad I gained from my heritage with some inhuman strength. Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys want to do next?
Hmm.
Again, you can go home at any time.
So the thing says carriage rides. So I'm not sure where the carriage would go.
Hmm.
It's just circling around the area. You know, just a scenic cruise.
Yeah. But it's for romantic couples only, apparently.
It's not for romantic couples only. It's just
Oh,
it's a common for romantic couples to take it.
ah, thank you. Hmm. There's a we'll save
Well,
the carriage rides for later. Eh,
Taxi show might be interesting though.
I guess we can go there. I need to get over this fear of the circus tents eventually. Eh,
so you head to the circus tent and you pay 5 silver to enter. You get a seat and it's pretty crowded in there. And the performance starts. The tabaxi are flipping and dancing and balancing and doing all sorts of aerobatic stunts. There's a goblin that's dressed as a clown that is running around and being toyed with by the tabaxi, but it's clearly part of the show that, you know, they're getting knocked around. Like, it's not like they're actually being bullied, it's clearly just theatrics. And, the man who took your tickets was, I can't remember the other person I said, but yeah, they're not a tabaxi.
elf
Elf. Okay.
and elf. Eh,
Yeah. So they're an elf. So the show goes on for about 30 minutes, and after that, it wraps up. They thank you for attending, and everyone starts piling up out as they prepare for the next show.
Is it so bad? Is that what normal circuses are supposed to be?
Clara gives a 5 silver tip.
The elf gives a smile and says thank you.
You're welcome. It was interesting.
Okay. Yeah, Ryu would have gone. Okay.
Did I spend anything?
Just
5 silver.
5 silver, yeah.
All right.
5 silver to enter and watch the show.
All right.
All right. What would you guys like to do next?
Mm,
I should mention that it's starting to get late in the day, so you've probably got enough time for one or two more activities.
Hmm. There is mention of a
Clara's gonna look
Kenku.
around for a special gold coin, but she probably has absolutely no idea what to look for.
Alright, well, what about you, Sakota? You were saying something?
I wanted to see what this Kenku hermit was selling because she's a Kenku.
Alright.
Debatably.
One of the food vendors is a Kenku who has this makeshift wooden stall that is clearly also their wagon that they've just put a small little stand outside out on one side of so that they can sit in it under the shade and sell their goods. And it just says nuts. And they're selling berries and nuts. Most of them are a couple copper each.
Hello.
You can get a bag of nuts for just about 3 copper. She repeats back to you. Hello,
Kenku.
Kenku.
Yay.
Eh.
I would like a bag of nuts and berries, please.
Bag of nuts and berries.
Yeah.
Yeah. She motions to the price, and once you pay, she hands you the bag.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yay. Alright, that's it.
There you go.
What does Jezebel want to do? As we have learned from performers, dear Foxy, there is always a risk to their shows. Risk is their factor.
Do you guys want to try bobbing for apples before heading back?
I've kind of had my fill of apples, honestly.
I mean, you have a bag of apples.
We have a bag of apples.
True.
You could always check out the exotic animal show.
We could.
I want to know what Jezebel wants to do for this last activity. I wouldn't call that illegal circus, dear. Yeah. That was definitely an illegal circus. Exotic animals it is.
Exotic
All right.
animals!
So you head
Um,
towards the area that has a lot of cages, and they've got quite a few rare beasts locked up. Like there's an owlbear, there's a couple of wargs that reading news, that just pacing around in their cages. There's there's a couple of goblins who are just reading a book. Like they've clearly been paid to sit there, but most people don't really see a lot of goblins, and they've got a couple of kobolds as well. They'll probably play
goblins
with shiny
and
rocks.
kobolds?
Like their cages aren't locked. Like people can go in and talk to them, but they are somewhat exotic to this area.
Hmm.
There's even a few animals that are for sale. Like there's some birds. There's a cat or two. There's even a large poisonous snake. And then there's also one cage which isn't for sale, but is near the for sale area, that has bright uh a a bright yellow and red fox, almost like it's a sun.
So it's like, what is this one?
The man in charge happens to be this lizard folk with a stern expression, and he just says, "That is a firefox pup."
Ooh. Can I have it? Clara just was not aware of the not for sale thing yet.
It's not for sale, no.
Ah. So you're just going to keep it in a cage for its whole life?
Yeah,
Jezebel asks how.
it's a very rare creature.
And
Hey,
Jezebel
he,
asks how.
yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Lets out a breath and sucks his cheek in a bit as he considers it, and then says, "Well, if I had to guess how much it would sell for if it was for sale, probably around 5,000 gold. I mean, they can be
Ooh,
trained into war beasts."
expensive. I
This
don't have that much gold.
You have to take them while they're very young away from their parents, and then you have to train them from about the age that this one is, and after about 5 or 10 years, the beast will be completely loyal to you, and even after a year, they can basically start fighting.
Clara is disappointed that Exotic Foxy's going to live in a cage.
Well, then I've got good news for you, Tiefling. I'm not selling it, so it won't be made into a war beast. This
Okay.
fox right here is going to be part of the circus.
Oh, okay.
It
As
will
long
be
as it's not
perform-
sitting in his cage all the time and gets
it
played
will
with.
it will be performing tricks for the tabaxis.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That makes me feel better. Can I pet him?
No,
He'll
you
probably
can
set you
try
on
if you
fire.
want,
It
but
might.
he won't let
He
you.
might. He might bite.
Yeah, let's
Clara
not.
wants to
Let's.
try anyway.
Oh
It
no!
bites you.
Ow! You
You
take
take
1 point of bite damage.
you take 1 fire damage as well.
Ow!
That hurts. Oh well.
Mm. Oh well. I don't really need any more pets. I already got a goldfish, so.
And you've always got
Besides,
me. Your cricket speaks up.
And Crikey. And
hey,
Star Child.
hey. Besides, if you really want a fox with fire that bad, you've got one right here. Ryu snaps his fingers, is in his snaps his finger, is in a small blue flame. Aima lights up
Now,
True.
from his.
I've been waiting for a chance to mention this, but Jezebel, since you do deal in exotic animals, you know that this is an endangered species. And that the fact it's away from its mother means that its parents were probably killed for it so it could be trained. It might
Uh-oh.
not have been the lizard folk. You have no way of knowing if it was or wasn't the lizard folk. Hell, they might have just found it with its parents dead.
Clara's going to hug her big foxy. Mine.
Ryu.
I should have known better.
I mean, you did kind of walk into that one.
Clara's still hugging him.
Meh.
You gonna let me go anytime soon?
Fluffy fox.
Don't don't you have more fur than me?
True. She lets you go for now.
I mean, tails notwithstanding.
You have more tails. I said she shakes for a moment. I could have more tails.
Suddenly you have more
Hey.
tails. Anyway, Jezebel. The lizard folk looks to you and he sort of just tilts his head slightly and then says, I don't understand what are you asking for exactly? Like the exotic pets is like you can see the ones that are on sale. I will make sure to take good care of this firefox, of course. If that is what you are concerned about.
And are you worried that it might have been poached?
I'm just waiting for Jezebel. Yep, that's why I'm trying to give it to the circus so I don't have to take care of it. Once they have it, they'll train it and use it for their circus, and it's no longer my problem. They've paid good money for it.
Okay.
Alright, that's about it, I think.
So, do you guys head home then?
Sure.
I'm
Yep.
waiting on Jezebel again.
She's busy interrogating someone.
She's typing.
And she leaves. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I guess we're heading back for now. Heading
Then
back
with
for
that,
the day.
we'll finish with the fair. Most of you walking away quite a bit richer than when you started out. That said, is there anything anyone would like to do before we wrap this session up?
I look at Miles, the goldfish, and I look at the pond. I'm worried if the fish in the pond will eat Miles. If they're too big.
Could ask the person who made the fish.
The fish in the pond are all very much, you know, fishy versions of you. So like, there's a fish that looks sort of like a kanku, for example.
I want to know if Miles is smaller than any of these fish.
It's quite a bit smaller, yeah, because they need to fit, because they're not very large fish, the ones that they roll animal handling.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they'll probably eat him.
Yeah, I'll keep Miles in his fishbowl for now.
It's not too hard for you to find a bowl to put him in.
Yeah. I'll
Alright,
make sure that he is fed and that his bowl is cleaned daily.
once he's a little bigger, he can go in the pond.
Yeah.
With that said,
What are you going to do when we're away from the house?
Good question.
I was
well,
about to say we can't really hire a babysitter, and then I realized that my dad's at the house all the time.
with that said,
Sure.
is there anything else anyone would like to do before we wrap this session up?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I'm done too.
All right. And with that, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.